Hi everybody, welcome to KO Crafts. I'm Kelly and today I'm going to teach you this Tunisian um, cluster stitch. Sorry, it's been a rough day and I'm a little brain dead. But I love the way this turns out. However, it is a very thick, as you can see, pattern. So actually what this is going to be is I'm going to make a rug for my bathroom. I am using I love this cotton. I'm going to use this color next, and then I'm going to put the cream, and then I'm going to work backwards. So it's going to come to the cream and then work back out to the light green. Um, I love this stitch. It does eat a little bit of yarn, but what I do like is I'm going to put it in the bathroom, and then if we get any little boy accidents, spills, whatever, I can just throw it in the wash. So I think it's just really pretty. So let's get started. This is a little bit more of a complicated video or stitch to do. And the complicated part is the ends. There's 2 rows of repeat and you have to do the ends right to get it to work out. But the middle is all the same, so it goes kind of easy. It is a 2-stitch repeat, so when you do your stitches, do it in sets of 2 and then add 1 at the end of the chain. So I'm going to do chain 11. Oh my gosh. So we're going to go, oh my goodness. I've been knitting, so getting my yarn is making me crazy right now, and I'm having a heck of a time. All right, so what the heck am I doing here? All right, there we got it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. All right, and then what you're going to do is you're going to skip this first chain and you're going to go in the second chain and you're just going to pull up a loop like the normal Tunisian stitch. Now here's where the clusters come in. You're going to wrap your yarn, go back in the same hole, wrap your yarn and pull it up, and then you're going to do that one more time. Okay, so that's going to give you 5 stitches in that one chain. That's your cluster. And when you do the stitches, kind of lift up a little bit because you want them to have a gap because you're going to bring the stitches back through. So then you're going to skip the next one. You're going to go in, yarn over, pull up a loop. Then you're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, and pull up a loop. That'll give you 5 again. You're going to repeat that to the end. So we're going to skip this next stitch. We're going to go in, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through the loop, pull it up, yarn over, go through the loop, and pull it up. And that gives you 5. Skip the next one, go in, yarn over, pull it up, yarn over, go in the hole, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. It gives you 5. Skip that one, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, in the same hole, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull, there you go, and that's 5. Okay, now you're going to have 1 stitch left, which is your ending stitch. So you're going to go in and you're going to pull up a loop. Now you're going to always do that at the end of every row. So this is what you got. It looks like, you can see your clusters. It kind of breaks it up. So to take them off the hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through the first loop. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through 6 stitches, which is going to be the 5 in your cluster and the 1 that's on your hook. So you're going to yarn over and you're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then you're going to yarn over. You're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you're going to yarn over, go through 1, 2, 3, oops, I'm sorry, 3, 4, 5 and 6, yarn over, go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now you're down to your last cluster. So you're going to yarn over and go through your 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5 and 6. And you're gonna have one left, and that's good. Now if you look on top of each cluster, you'll see this little bar. Okay, we need that bar. So to get the bar on this last cluster, we're going to yarn over and just pull through the one loop. Okay, and that gives you the bar on that loop. Then you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through both loops. Okay, and that's your first row. Like that, you've got your 5 clusters. Okay, now the next 2 rows are going to be your repeat rows. So this is going to be your first stitch on the row. Then you're going to go into this bar. You're going to yarn over. You're going to go into the gap between the 2 clusters, yarn over, pull up. Then you're going to yarn over, go in, pull up, yarn over, go in, pull up, and you've just made another cluster. Okay, now this time you're going to have 6 stitches because you've got the extra one we made in the bar. Okay, so now we're going to go into the next bar, pull up a loop, go into the next cluster, pull up, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up. Okay, going to go into the next bar, yarn over and pull up a loop, go into the next cluster, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next cluster, go in, and there you go. Then you're going to go into the bar, yarn over, pull up, go into the clusters, yarn over, pull up, over, up, over, and up. Okay, now you're to that last cluster. So you're going to skip that last cluster. You're going to go into this chain 1 that we did, only you want to go through the 2 loops like that, yarn over and pull up. Okay, so now you can see you've got a gap and a gap. Your ends should always match. Okay, so you've got a gap and a gap. So to take them off, we're going to yarn over, pull through, going to yarn over, pull through 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, you're going to pull through 7. Okay, there you go. Now you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now as you get going on this, you're going to see where your clusters end, and you're just going to pull through and you won't have to count. You're just going to go through to the end of your cluster. Okay, now we got the 1 again. We've got to make the bar at the top, so we're going to pull through and then we're going to pull through. Okay, now you're always going to work on top of the cluster in the row 2 rows down. So now we've got to put a cluster, we got to put a cluster right here. So we're going to chain 1 and then we're going to go into that hole. We're going to pull up 1, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up. Okay, there's your cluster. Now we're going to start going into the backs again, which is just like we've done. Your middle is going to always be the same. In the bar, in the middle, and then yarn over twice to pull up your loops. Okay, so that's going to be the same. The only thing that's going to change is how you do your ends for each row. So we're going to go in the bar, yarn over and pull up, go in the gap, yarn over and pull up, yarn over in the gap, pull up, yarn over in the gap and pull up. Okay, then you got your cluster. Go in the bar in the back, which sometimes is kind of hard to find. Yarn over, pull up, go in the space between the two, pull up, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up. Okay, now you're to the last cluster again. So what we've got to do, just like we did at the front, we had to put one in the gap. We're also going to put one in this gap. So you're going to go into the bar, pull up one, then you're going to go in this space you made with your chain, pull up, and then you're going to wrap, pull up, wrap, and pull up. Now you're going to go into the chain that you did over here with your chain one, and if you don't make it loose enough, like I tend not to do, you have a hard time seeing it, but you always go through the 2 loops, chain, and pull up. Okay, now as you can see with your ends, you don't have a big gap, you just have 2 little gaps. Okay, so that's repeated that row. To take it off, you're going to chain 1, then you're going to pull, and you're going to go through all 7 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to yarn over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yarn over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yarn over, and you're going to just pull it through that cluster. And like I said, you'll get to see, now see, you've got the cluster with the one left, so we're going to pull through and go through all of those. Now to make the bar at the top, we're going to yarn over and pull through 1, then we're going to yarn over and pull through both. So now you can see your pattern start to show up. Now what you'll do is you're just going to repeat that row 2 again, which I'll start it. You always chain, or I'm sorry, you don't chain on this one because you don't have the gap. Your first cluster is going to go over here. So you're going to go into the bar, pull up, go in that first cluster, pull up, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up. Okay. Okay. Then you're going to go in that back loop, and the middle is always going to be the same. The only thing you're going to have to really concentrate on is the back and the front and the start, I'm sorry, because you got to get those right to get the pattern going. Then you're going to go yarn over, pull through, go in, pull through, wrap and pull, wrap and pull. Okay, go in the back, pull up, go in the gap, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now since we're at the end, we're going to skip that one and we're going to go right over here into our chain 1 stitch, yarn over and pull up. So now as you can see, you have the gap where your row 3 you'll put your stitches in. So take it off, you're going to yarn over, you're going to yarn over, pull through your cluster, yarn over, pull through your cluster, yarn over, pull through your cluster. And if you have trouble with the cluster, just count your stitches. Then you got to yarn over and pull 1. Now, if you want to do multicolors like I'm doing, after you pull that through, this is where you're going to cut this thread. And you will start your next stitch. You would add your color on and you would pull it through these 2. Okay? So then you have your color switch. So then you would start your chain 1, and then you've got a cluster down here, so you got to put a cluster here. So you're going to go in, pull up 1, and just do start your next cluster. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know. I do have a link to a written part of this pattern that you could have. It is on another YouTube site that I got it from. If I can get it to copy and paste, I'll put the link below. But once you get started, it's really, you kind of get the knack of what you're looking at and get it going. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you practice and try it. Like I said, I practiced quite a bit, and then once I got it going, you kind of get the feel for it, and this is what it can look like. And I think it's amazingly great. Your back is obviously different. You're going to have these are your backs that you went through the bars. And this would make a great purse, dishcloth. Like I said, I'm going to do a rug. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If the whole tutorial made absolutely no sense to you, put that in the comment below. I'm still working on how to do tutorials, so I hope this makes sense. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. God bless, and we will talk to you later. Oh, and please remember to hit the subscribe, the like, the arrow, or the bell, and share me with all your friends. God bless.